He drove Uber for years until one passenger gave him a miracle he never saw coming. Before we begin, let me ask you something. What if the miracle you've been praying for was quietly waiting at the other side of one small act of kindness? What if the door you think life slammed shut was only waiting for you to knock again? My friend, it only takes one ride, one moment of compassion to rewrite a life. Stay with me until the end. This story might change you. And if you believe in hope, family, second chances, subscribe to Echoes and Struggles so more souls can find light again. His name was Daniel Cole, 42 years old, tall, strong shoulders, but life had weighed them down. He drove Uber on the streets of Atlanta from sunrise to deep night, fueling his car with prayer and worn-out dreams. His shirt always neatly ironed, even when his heart was wrinkled with regret. Once, Daniel had a family, a home filled with laughter, a little girl who called him Daddy, my hero. But poverty is a cruel thief. When the bills piled up and the eviction came, his wife left, taking their daughter Ava with her. And Ava grew up believing he abandoned her. Daniel spent years trying to climb back, but every step up, life kicked him down twice. Tonight, he whispered before turning the ignition, Lord, just give me one reason to keep going. A young man with a flashy camera bag slid into the back seat. Jay Carter, he said casually. What Daniel didn't know was that Jay was one of Atlanta's biggest influencers. 1 million followers, brand deals, success. But success doesn't always see suffering. They drove through Midtown when Daniel saw her, a thin homeless mother holding a cardboard sign in the pouring rain. My baby is hungry. Without thinking, Daniel pulled over. Sir, I really need to get to, Jay complained, but Daniel stepped out anyway. He walked into a nearby bakery, pulled out his very last $20, the one he saved for gas, and bought food. The cashier whispered, You sure about this, sir? Daniel nodded. A mother should never feel helpless. He handed the food to the woman. She stared at him, like she was seeing God himself. Jay secretly recorded the whole thing. In the car, Jay asked, Why'd you do that? You're driving Uber, man. You ain't rich. Daniel smiled, tired, but sincere. Money never made me a father. Kindness did. Jay went speechless. Family, tell me this. Have you ever given away something you needed just to help someone else? Comment, kindness wins. If you believe God sees every secret sacrifice, keep watching, because what happens next proves no good deed goes unseen. Jay got out at his stop and said, Man, I hope your life changes real soon. Daniel drove home, unaware. Meanwhile, Jay posted the video. Caption, This Uber driver gave his last dollar to feed a stranger. This man deserves the world within 3 hours. 1.2 million views. Donations pouring into a GoFundMe Jay created. Daniel trending as number Atlanta Angel. But the real miracle? Ava saw it. She stared at her phone, tears falling. This can't be. Dad? Her mother finally confessed. He always tried. I was the one who kept him away. Ava's heart cracked wide open. The next evening, Daniel finished a long shift and arrived home, to his small apartment. He opened his door and dropped to his knees, because there, standing in the hallway, was Ava, 19 now. Beautiful, strong, but broken-eyed. Dad, her voice trembled. Daniel couldn't speak. His hands shook. I saw what you did, she cried. You never stopped being my hero, right? Did you? Daniel whispered. I failed you, and I've hated myself. Every day. Ava stepped forward and hugged him, tight, like she'd never let go again. You didn't fail me, Daddy. You fought for me. I just never knew. They stood there, reunited by kindness. Jay returned with camera crews, paperwork. Daniel, that video hit 10 million views. We've raised $480,000 for you. Daniel staggered. His knees almost gave way. Jay continued. You're not just a driver anymore. How do you feel? Daniel wiped tears, but smiled. I feel found. He paid off debts, moved into a real home, and opened a small community food center to help families, like the one he once lost. On opening day, a news reporter asked, "What made you start all this?" Daniel looked straight into the camera. Because one day, I helped a stranger, but God used that moment to give me back my daughter. Ava squeezed his hand, proud. So I ask you watching this, when a hungry soul walks into your path, will you hurry past, or will you give, even if all you have left is one last $20? If you believe kindness still changes lives, comment, "Kindness is my wealth," like this video, and subscribe to Echoes and Struggles so these stories continue to inspire the world. Because Daniel learned the truth. Miracles don't start with money, they start with mercy. And sometimes, God sends your blessing as a passenger in the back seat.